Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Gemini with All Deaf Music Interview. Morse Code is basically showing people like that I can, one, actually rap, two, I can actually produce, three, I'm actually like good at music. Just period. You know, writing about your everyday struggle, just a lot of fun stuff, just in a way that makes you think, you know, not just like, hey, girls, you know, sex, fun, party, you know? So, but it's like just straight, you know, you have to think and make you listen to it by like the fourth time, you'd be like, whoa, did he just say that? Like, dang, I really thought about that. That's what that means? Like, Morse Code is, you know, of course, just a mixtape, so it's gonna be a little bit untamed in the album, you know, but it's just like showing my transition into becoming an artist from the Bay Area as to, you know, a Bay Area artist. Name of the song, you know, well, the name of the song and how it kind of ties into it, but it's like something that you're like, why'd you name it that? But you can actually, you know, come up with your own reason. It don't make sense, but the guy who made it really didn't care. He was just like, this sounds interesting, we're gonna call it that. Ken Jones, like we were always missing each other, and I was like, he has a very catchy song. I'm a fan of people who makes like catchy music. So I was like, I wanna work with him. I found out he was working next door to me. And then we actually had a song that, he had a song, and I was like, that's hecka tight. And they were like, you know, you can, you know, either write something to it or, you know, change the chorus, help write with the chorus. And I was like, all right, and I did the chorus like that. And we both did the chorus, and I did a verse, and he did a verse, and we had a song. Cap G, that's a good friend. Well, I don't want to say perpetrate and say like I didn't just meet him. We met at Chris Brown's house in Virginia. So, you know, but I always wanted to, you know, do a song with him. I thought his stuff was like catchy and different. And I finally met him. It turns out he was a fan and I was a fan. And so it was just like, let's exchange numbers. How many did I produce? I probably did like 50%. I usually just do like my favorite chords, or I do like a weird, you know, just like I'll just start off on how I would like the bounce of the beat to start. Like I'll do my top like virtual instruments, like I'll go to Nexus or Omnisphere and just pick out something. And then once I got like a good like melody, I'll just switch from sounds to sound to sound to sound until I find the right sound. And then I'll go to the drums and match the bounce of that sound. And, you know, after I got that, the regular stuff down, I just, you know, add little tricks in there with the snares, or, you know, do tricky bass or something like that. It depends. Not everything is the same. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. Music video, it turned out really dope. It was like, you know, I like it mostly because it was like kind of like something out of like nothing. It's like more of like, not like a forced, you know, vibe, like we're doing this, we're doing that, and we're doing this. It was kind of like, hey, we should try this. And I feel like that's the best way to come up with something, because I don't like doing blueprints. You know, one little thing off of like, you know, goes wrong in a blueprint, then the whole house falls down. Like, you know, and somebody from the Bay Area shot it. Shout out Adrian, you know. So everything was good. So he understood how I was supposed to move and how it should look, you know. I got a song that was pretty fun. It's called She Loved Me Not. I was making the beat, and the sound was totally different than what it was, and I erased a lot of stuff, and I added some stuff, then I erased a lot of stuff, and I added some stuff, then I erased a little bit of that, and then added a little bit more. And I was like, man, I want to do a sample, you know, to this, but I was like, no, samples take hecka long to clear and all that stuff. So I was like, that'd be tight if I could find something like, you know, like an old singer guy, like it sounds kind of like Kermit the Frog, kind of like old school singing stuff. So I ended up just singing it myself. Like, you know how you have something in mind and you go try to find it? I was like, I'm just gonna lay it down. And I laid it down because my career is based off of songs that I didn't think were gonna work. So, so why not keep going? The songs that I've did, like Guys Put on Red Nose, were basically like joke songs. Like, you know, not really, I would say joke songs. It was just like songs that I was like, okay, I know this works, but I really don't want to do this type of stuff. But I'll just mix in what's popping right now on the radio with my style. And then it just took off. And I was like, that's it. You know, my style is, it's like Bay Area meets Timbaland and Pharrell. Like if Timbaland and Pharrell were related and they had like a little cousin in the Bay Area, you know, spending half their life with Timbaland and half their life with the Bay. So Man, it was me, my little brother Tommy, and my best friend since I was 6 years old, Mikey Picciotto. We all was rapping, and I don't know where I got this from, but I was always on a hunt for like a microphone and just something to record with. If I seen something with a microphone on it, I can record that. If it had knobs, I was like, oh, we can record that. So we would be in his mom's house or whatever, and she had this computer, but it's like you open it up or whatever, and the computer and everything's right there. And on that thing, like we put one headphone on this side and the other one on this side and point the microphone straight down. So when we start recording, we would just use acoustic and mixcraft. Wow, that's crazy. We would just rap with our head towards the microphone like this, and then just read off the paper like, yeah, we was hella weak. Actually, my best friend Mikey was pretty good. Like, I don't know if you seen when I had the pun intended challenge. He's the one who taught me how to do puns. Like, he's been like that since he's been so creative since he was like little. I was like, how do you think of this right now? Like, what is that? Like, so when he would rap, he would do like metaphors and similes and stuff like that. You could tell he was a kid, but it's just like, if you really put that together, that would be tight. I feel like I'm a little bit more sure of the direction that I want to go. I still just wild out and just do whatever, and if it comes together, good, which is usually every time I make music, then, you know, I can kind of, you know, switch through genres of music, like, you know, a little bit more better on like on my notes and my keys and chords and stuff like that. So I'm a little bit more free with how I just do drum patterns and stuff like that, just not by the book. I'm a little bit more, you know, confident, I should say. You don't want to do music and be like, my name is Sage and I read the book and turn the page, I think. Like, you know, I'm like, well, boo, next. Like, how does your beat have a question mark at the end of it? I feel like a lot of people are heavily influenced by the Bay Area. The Bay Area is the reason why a lot of the new music is out right now. We just have that tempo, like that natural dance tempo and the natural dance just vibe with just everything. Like, you know, a lot of people laughed at how we, you know, did our stuff in the Bay Area, but now it's, you know, running the music industry right now. Bay Area music is the reason why a lot of people is, you know, are alive right now, period, in the music world. You know, a lot of people are starting to look for a certain sound, and then, you know, that Bay Area music that people want to put a different name on comes out, and they're like, man, we need to do that type of stuff. And then they hear people that come out and try to, you know, imitate it and then go to the Bay and be like, dang, this sounds way better, because it's like, this is where it's coming from. Like, you know, like this is the real. It's like people are starting to realize like this is what it is. So people are like, wow, so we don't have to fight over the spotlight. Everybody can do this. We all come together, and then great minds, you know, create one big, you know, music platform instead of everybody just breaking away and we not evolve within each other. You know, a lot of people are just very, very hungry for the spotlight, and the Bay Area is like a grimy place. Like it's really hood out there. So we're gonna do whatever it takes to, you know, get where it is, instead of just sitting down and just being like, hey, you know, just learn it by yourself. Like, you know, everybody's a hustler out there, so they forget to take hustling and put it aside from, you know, like the street hustle aside from the music industry. So they want to put the street in there and be like, come on, what's up, hey bro. And then once somebody is like, you know what, I did this on my own, then they start getting mad, and that's when everybody turns on each other. Right now, SOBRBE is hot right now. There's my little 707 people. You know, Nefta Farrell, my brother Nefta Farrell. We see, well, G-Eazy, they already know about that. Suze, they already know about that. P-Lo, they already know about him. Showbanga. OMB Peasy, he's a new person now I'm listening to right now. I feel like he's about to be very, very big. Dang, I don't want the internet to get mad at me for this. I feel as though he's like I wouldn't say like the new, like the younger Lil Boosie, you know? So, what up, this is Sage the Gemini, and this is All Deaf Music.